Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Morning Steam. Uh, I'm here again alone. It's official. Mindy's hit the 10-day IL, so we're going to have to wish her the best again. We don't want to we do want to overdo it, kind of, but you know what I mean. We want Mindy to get better so she can get back with us because it's hard without Mindy, you guys. But I'm so thankful for everybody who was commenting. And yeah, maybe we rambled a little too long because you don't have Mindy here to keep me quiet with all her great information. And she had another great day yesterday. I'll show you guys in just a minute. I don't want to say she went Michael Jordan on it, but I think she went 3-0 with her premium picks. And I did get her picks, and we matched our picks, and we ended up with 3-4 yesterday. So I hope that that's not a result of. But I guess it's not because Mindy went 3-0. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Steam. Want to say hello to everyone strolling in the chat. Hopefully, we don't lose viewers without my number one partner, my only partner doing these shows. Look, we don't have anybody. We got Tony doing his thing. Baseball's coming up. The football videos are rolling out. And I'll be tackling football as best I can with a little bit of jambalaya, here with Mindy out. Maybe adjust on the fly here. I might go early on Saturday, maybe real early, because I want to get you as much information as I can and as many winners as I can, as many free winners as I can on the air. But of course, the premium picks will always be rolling as well. We'll take a look at those in just a moment. Hi, Ron. How are you? Thank you for your well wishes. Here's the good thing about the 10-day IL with Mindy. If she's better in 7 days, we don't have to wait for 10 days to pass. We can bring her back. We don't have to make any roster moves. It's just Mindy and I here. So we'll see if we can get her on track. She's on track, obviously. She rolled the 3-0 yesterday. I'll show you guys. Brent, it's been a great month. Hope everybody did have a good month of August as we roll down here and get ready. Man, tomorrow, only a couple baseball games. We'll do the football card. We may even, that will start into Saturday. I think tomorrow a little bit. Your suggestions too, maybe. But like I said, Tony's got his football videos rolling. Nobody does it, I don't know. Nobody does it too much better. There's a lot of great guys, especially in this little space that we're in. And it's always good to get Tony's information because, he leaves out the hyperbole, gives you the facts, and gives you the play. That's why we love him. I want to say hello also, Ray. Oh, boy, let's talk a little FIBA here before we get the show rolling. I'm watching right now a couple of games. Look, they were to get a loss. They were to knock our record down to 9-3 on all. So appreciate it there, Ray. Got a couple losers here and there, but between the Discord, the plays on the show here, which I think we're really sharp on. And also, if you're checking out the embedded videos, I know those are my least watched videos. I do a update where I tell you who's the hot handicappers on Tony's picks, and then I have a free pick. And then there's another one where I talk about a sponsor, and I give another free pick on there. So it will be 9-3. I think I'm counting this as a loss for Slovenia against Cape Verde. They asked for a pick. I thought I had a good one here. They got a chance to blow them out here late, but it looks like Cape Verde will get a cover here of 26.5, 27 points against Slovenia. Earlier today, the United States rolled to a cover. Whoever said 48 points was right. They didn't win by 40, 41, 42. They rolled Jordan by 48 points. So we did have the winner yesterday with Serbia over South Sudan. We gave out that when they rolled by 32 points and covered. Georgia beat Venezuela earlier today. Right now, another play that we gave out, Puerto Rico, they're up 15 at halftime. Told you to lay Puerto Rico and 12 points. Let's see here. Oh, that was on it. Yeah, so thanks a lot, Ray, for that. I want to get you a play right now, actually, coming up. There's other games in action, too. I'm watching New Zealand and Greece here. We did give out the over in that one on the sponsored video yesterday. My play right now for you, game coming up in 30 minutes between Spain and Iran. Spain, look, I'm going with them. I'm going with Spain over the U.S. Look, U.S. is the favorite. They're probably not the best price. And I think Spain still offers the value. Their championship resume, certainly, they seem to play very cohesive. They're favored by 33 over Iran, but I'm going to say take under 156. Let me make sure we get to the right line. This one's been dipping. And look, it's no secret. I mean, there are I'm not a feeble about. I watch all the games, and I start to get into it more and more. And a lot of players on there, but maybe I fall a little more than everybody else. But still, when you're watching these games, the market move itself has been pretty solid. So, not saying tail it blindly. Maybe if you're doing any research on it or listening to some experts. The thing about listening to experts is it's not always so much about the plays. Just listen to the information, right? Especially if that's how you're consuming the information, right? That's all you want to do. Uh, I don't listen to this person or that person. Listen to them. They might just have a little tidbit. So, anyways, the play is going to be under 157 between Spain and Iran. Last game of the day here. One thing I haven't been not doing a good job. Love this tennis tournament so far. Like and smash. Thank you, Thomas. Doubles, everything's fine. Mindy's just is. She's out. She's out. Doctor's instructions. So look, yesterday I didn't want to say too much, but she did say doctor's instructions. To me, that's something we can say. So we want Mindy back so soon. All right. Thank you. Yes, no doubt. Thank you, Brent. I feel like we might, but I don't think maybe the for been teasing a little bit because I'm sad we don't have Mindy, but I think in exchange for losing viewers, and we're getting into the big part of the season right now, we're going to gain viewers even if you put a AI robot on here talking at 6 a.m. If you've seen some of the videos, you could put and the show growth itself. This has been over. It's going to be a year now for Minnie and I here, and year 2 with us with Tony. So that's the big part. That's the big part. The growth and the new season. You're going to grow no matter what. So. Clyde Buckley, Frankie Diamond. I know you guys want to get to the plays, but I need you to kind of pace me along here because I just got to keep talking or we're going to have dead air. And all right. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Nice to see you guys. Not too much going on in the chat. That worries me. But we got 60 in here so far, and so we'll go over to Tony'sPicks.com. Like I said, I want to tell you guys about what we saw yesterday. Take a look. All right. I just had to move something around. Stuff I do when Mindy's around, I have to pause a little bit. So that's where I need you guys to carry me along. There's Mindy, 3-0 yesterday with her premium picks. Usually at this point, I can but a little bit of extra work without Mindy. So I want to see what she had yesterday for those 3 winners, if you don't mind. I know there were totals. I'm gonna say there were totals without baseball totals, without knowing yesterday what she had at all. And let's see here. There they are. Okay. Atlanta, Colorado under. Pittsburgh and Kansas City over. Mindy and I shared that premium pick yesterday together. I also had the Pirates and the Royals going over. And also, let's see here, Astros and Red Sox under. Okay, so those were Mindy's winners yesterday. Hey, pick up her plays. She's going to have plays, obviously. She's obviously worked. Look, I mean, if you're down for the count, you're going to be, you know where you're going to be. You're going to be sleeping. You're going to be waking. You're going to watch games. You can't go anywhere. And Mindy's got her packages here. Check it out. I also want to mention, we'll go back to the Handicapper leaderboards here. And you see Collins Brown, a 6-2. He led the way. I only mentioned it because I believe he was 3-0 2 days ago. I think it was 8-0-1 yesterday. So something like a 17-2-1 run. I'm doing that off the top of my head, but Collins, college coach, a former college catcher, still rolling in Major League Baseball. Ben, when you know he goes 4-2 and he's up 341, he's hitting his dogs. Tony T, 3-1 yesterday, 75%. Leaderboard runs deep. Proby 4-2. Daniel Walasachuk won his only play. Joseph Schultz won his only play. Ralph Raymond and Nick Bartini coming off that 9-0 day yesterday. Where's Ramon? I had premium winners. I did have some couple of clunkers yesterday, but also in addition to that Kansas City Pittsburgh total, I had Arizona and the Dodgers over, of course, and Mindy and I pounced on the Dodgers in that one as our consensus plays. Right now, I don't get them before the show, but and it's not a sales tactic. Mindy is out, but the plays are still being put up there. We're still going over them. We have some commitments. Certainly, we have people subscribing to the plays that you guys usually get for free right here, and I'm going to give you a bunch of free picks in just a moment. So also had winners yesterday there in Major League Baseball. All right. For the last 7 days, Nick Bartini, a strong clip here, 28-13. There I am, 25-17. There's our morning steam team, 25-18. And the others as well. You see Collins there starting to greet into that weekly leaderboard with his hot streak. Our morning steam, there we are, close to 60% over the last 30 days, plus 25 units. And I'm right there as well with plus 20 units over the last 30 days. And Nick Bartini, Ralph Raymond, the VIP account, checking in as well. Go over to Tony'sPicks.com. That's where you'll find the premium picks. Check it out. Click on the premium picks tab. Got leaderboards up there, certainly. You got a video for me. Here's, I'll point this out. So, like on here, I'm giving away, like, usually a FIBA play. This is where the other FIBA winners. Ramon Scott for Tony's Picks. That's enough. But just to show you where it is, there's another video right there. Some of the programming. I'm trying to expand. I'm going to need to expand the programming here a little bit, I think, into football season. We're all so excited, aren't we? Tomorrow, just a few baseball games. We'll talk about those 4 big games in college football. There's a few others. Actually, quite a busy board involving FCS teams that I had a couple winners in premium picks with FCS plays. I think that's where you're going to see them. FCS is definitely going to be dealt as late steam here because that's when honestly, the lines come out the day of the games. Usually they're flying. And that's where those plays are going to be. So I'm pretty much going to hit up FCS action for sure. And those will probably only be premium plays. And those are emailed directly to you. That's the great thing about the late steam program here. I love the word steam, but it's a real deal. Steam, we're really kind of 2 different ways, right? We know steam is something we talk about here on the show and the line's moving. And it's something that we've categorized for our players, maybe reacting on the late steam, a little bit of play on words, but our late plays, 2 hours to anywhere from 2 hours to 10 minutes before the start of the game, we'll email those to you. Also, Friday, 4 big games. So check a look at multi-game packs today for Ben, for Collins, up there right now here on the website, and also our best bets. I'll have premium plays. This is a day card, so we better get right to it and say hello to the folks a little bit. More rolling in here. And I'll say hello to a few more. Jeremy, nice to have you today. Leroy is here. Good morning to Kay. Solo is here. Let's get it. Dre, JD, we're going to be on some totals. Look, I'm surprised, I'm starting throwing a little bit more interesting content for you when I start to recite, because one thing I like to do, I like to follow handicappers. I'm not ashamed to admit it. What I do is there's some forums. I don't know. You better do the research yourself. I'm not going to out anybody. There are some forums where the plays of top handicappers throughout the industry, people you might know, names you might know, here, everywhere, all these video, there are some forums where people, I don't want to say it. All right. Michael Roberts, hello, Leroy. And I check him out. I already looked at him. I know what handicappers are already on. Pardon me. And I can't even hit my cough button because no Mindy when she's talking. Good morning to Teresa. Nathan talking about that WNBA card yesterday. I couldn't come up with a premium. Mindy and I, we had the over in Minnesota, Washington, but it was a solid under there. But I just thought some interesting results in the W. The Sky, LA was coming back home. They were off a road trip. The Sky came in and knocked them off. Were we talking about that in the Discord? We talked about that with someone last night. Yep. And how about we could talk about some of these baseball games. We'll talk about them, or I'll talk about them when the schedule rolls along here on this predominantly day card. Gerardo, hello. We've got a week to go before NFL. One thing I will do in the Discord also is share some of those, magazines and newsletters that people like, the old school newsletters that come out in digital form now. So check me out on the Discord. I'm going to hit everybody up with some newsletters here. All right. Let's get rolling with the show, with this baseball card. Help me out on this pitch. There were some shaky pitching situations, weren't there, everybody, going in? There's just a few hours ago, but I think we're starting to settle it out now here a little bit. And just one more look at the FIBA scoreboard to see if there's any way we could get there with Slovenia. There's 5 minutes left, and they're up by 21. Unfortunately, they probably just didn't get quite a big enough lead to get that 4-touchdown cover, but we'll see. Second half, Puerto Rico rolling in. New Zealand, they are fun to watch. They're beating Greece right now, and they were a 9-point underdog. New Zealand's pretty good. Does anybody, I like to watch that basketball from down under that they put on one of those apps now. I think the FanDuel app has it. That league's a fun league that comes on usually like at 3 a.m. Eastern and midnight Pacific, sometimes even a little earlier, with the New Zealand Breakers and the teams from Australia. And New Zealand's got they can play, man. They're probably they're gonna upset Greece here, I'm sure. All right, they're up 12. I'm not saying anything people don't know. Let's go. White Sox going to take on the Orioles to lead this one off. This one goes off at 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 Central, and 10 Pacific today with Dylan Cease going for the White Sox and Gibson here for the Orioles. And I'm showing right now the Orioles $1.75 now, and this total holding here at about 9. I'll need to put the extra nickel on here, but I will. In this one, you guys get your chat comments ready, because I'll pivot to those when I'm, pausing the action here when I get rolling on my preview. Dylan Cease has a 9 ERA in his last 3 starts with a couple of losses. The White Sox just 2-5 in his last 7 starts. Chicago's lost 12 of their last 17 games. Gibson, despite a 5.75 ERA in his last 5 starts, he is 4-1 in those 5 starts. And the Orioles, they continue to roll, of course. They've won 7 of his last 9 starts. The Orioles have won 11 of their last 16 overall. Take a look at what the chat has to say in this one. I think I do know where I'm headed here. But, you guys can sway me. I don't have Mindy to sway me. yet. So, and her plays will roll in a few hours, and then I'll get them up there as quickly as I can. I go over them. I think she knows not to watch the show. I don't know. And then, I think we had 5, 6, 7 agreements yesterday, I think is what it was. The consensus, right? All right. These Orioles unders have been brutal the last 2 games. The Orioles have gone under in just 3 of their last 12 games. The White Sox have gone under in just 6 of their last 18 games. Baltimore money line. Dre coming in. Baltimore money line. It does feel like it's going a little high, isn't it? $1.70 even against these White Sox. Hey, Greer, a first-time chatter. Are you going to talk about sports picks or keep talking about nothing? Well, not sure. But first-timer, we talk about nothing and we try to squeeze some sports picks in here and there. So great to have you, Greer. O's money line here for Leroy. Frankie says go under. I mean, why? You don't need me. I mean, look at all these picks from I don't know, a great chat. Every day they're here. I think you guys should have your favorites, kind of, right? You guys are the stars. Ron says Baltimore on the run line here. Here's Brent on the Orioles -1.5. Thomas says, give me the Orioles on the money line. Maybe Dylan Cease for me here as this price continues to climb. That's what it feels like to me anyway. Michael Roberts, Orioles run line. Omar says, give me the Orioles run line. All right. Gibson's gone over in 8 of his last 12 starts. Cease has gone over in 5 of his last 6, but it feels like this number is just getting a little bit high to me. And I will take the under in this one at 9. I'm bucking all those. I'm bucking these trends. There's no doubt. These are all over city, it feels like to me. But at 9 runs, Gibson at home, I'm gonna end up on the under here in this one. Cease, pretty bad, no doubt. Cease has got that 5 ERA. Omar Angel, my man. All right. My play's on the under here in this one. I think cappers you might actually see some recommendations here on the White Sox today, but I know that the Orioles are going to be a popular public play, I would guess here. Anything less than $2 at this point with the mighty Orioles. Man, I was looking at that. Did they win every Sunday game this month? They've just been on such a nice roll. Okay, here we go with the Angels at the Phillies with Reed Detmers going up against Christopher Sanchez in this one. You have Detmers here, a pretty big dog. Phillies $1.70 now. And the total 9/20. We'll just leave it right there, I think. Phillies probably take some public action. Look, this one's kind of been rolling with the Phillies, I think, so far. I think the move has kind of been on the Phillies, and I don't know. It just feels like the price is high, but Phillies just can't be stopped right now. They've won 7 of their last 8 games. Sanchez, a 3.5 ERA in his last 3 starts, 3.33 overall. He's been a nice addition so far in 13 starts, but I don't know. I feel like this price is getting away. Detmers is a guy that has been pretty bad. 8.5 ERA, near a 9 ERA in his last 4 starts. The Angels are 1-5 in his last 6 starts. It's been sad to see what the Angels have been doing. The Phillies are going to be incredibly popular with handicappers today for sure, and probably with our chat, I would think. Let's take a look and see what you guys have to say. I think the price is frankly too high. I don't even know if I can find a way to give them out here on the air. You guys can, and I don't mind if you do. Let's see what you guys say. Phillies money line for Jeremy. Ron Hahn will run it back here. Phillies and Giolito, could he go? Yeah, that'd be nice, right? That'd be nice because it's pretty much over for Giolito, and would like to see him back there. Thank you, Doubles, also for I buried the lead here. The Angels obviously cutting a number of veterans yesterday. They're ready to play the September call-ups. It looks like here. Uh, yeah, I mean, Otani's having a strong enough season. You'll hear every talking head. You got two injured players. Otani looks like he still wants to hit, enjoys hitting, can hit. Uh, you figure he's just going to be wailing away anyways, trying to add to his legacy at this point. You don't know if he'll get shut down. If you need that elbow surgery, probably should get it as early as possible, but the timetable now could allow for him possibly to return to pitching. I would imagine probably not next year. Probably wouldn't do it that way. I mean, I don't know. Could he endure a rehab of that arm as he's still playing as a hitter every day next season? So the Angels ended up cutting a ton of 6 players, including Hunter Renfroe. So officially they're done, right? You guys, how about all these Phillies? I'm trying to find my way to the Angels here today. Look, you're gonna see, teams still players who've never played get up there. I mean, look, they're overmatched. I'm sure it's why you're seeing them as a runaway favorite. Yeah, Ron Trout's out. Trout's gonna be out. You don't bring him back now for sure. So I got the over in this one at 9. It's going higher. It's a terrible deal. But the steam actually came in on the under, and I'm still have to lay this pretty high price. You can get a lot of totals from me here. Not sure I could do the Phillies here yet at this price. Not going to, trouble you guys with any Arizona, the feeling that I'm on Arizona because the Angels, because everybody's rolling the Phillies here. You guys are totally into it. I'm trying to take the Angels somehow here. They're terrible, but being the market capper that I am, I think it's going to go up even higher. I'm going to be waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and go to the squarest book possible and take the Angels like +3 runs or something like that. You still got to, lay a little bit of a price there on it, but in a game like that, that's how I end up usually playing it. I'll take the over here when I like the dog. I mean, look, if I like the Phillies, my penchant for those run lines. Guardians and Twins here. Tanner Bybee going up against Sonny Gray. Did I get it right, you guys, today? I know it's Sonny Gray. He's favored in this one, $1.60. The total 7.5, over 25 in this one. All right, let's check out Bybee at a 2.52 ERA in his last 4 starts. He continues to have a solid season, even though and this has been this is supposed to be a big series, but for Cleveland. Look, nice job yesterday, Cleveland, with the 4-2 game, a typical rock fight, as I heard someone call it, with these two teams. Seems like all the games that these guys play, not only against each other, but against everybody. We know we've been kind of pouncing on the under. I think I went over yesterday. What was I thinking? I had over as a premium, and kind of feeling the same way again today, but we'll see. The Guardians are 9-3 in Bybee's last 12 starts, but the Guardians have lost 19 of their last 29 games. For Sonny Gray, he's still doing it right now. 2.29 ERA in his last 3 starts. You're going to trust a guy like Sonny Gray at this point. For what you get what you get. Twins have won 4 of 6. We'll mention for all those unders, right? The Guardians now over in 4 of their last 6. Yesterday's game was just 4-2, though. Twins have gone over in 8 of their last 10. Maybe that's what I was seeing yesterday because it's kind of where I want to go again today. But also, I don't mind necessarily the Guardians here if this price continues to go up. But I know maybe you guys are going to probably be on Minnesota here, just because, hey, they're in charge now. They've come through in the clutch. When it was, it's not over, but they're 5 games over 500 now, and Cleveland's 7 games under. It's going to have to be a monster month. We got Dre on Minnesota here. Ron says go over. This is the way I'm feeling too, Ron. Probably what you're going to get here, I'm thinking. Yeah, and I think, well, I'll get to the Mariner. You guys have been talking all about the Mariners, but when we get there, I think I'll discuss it. Frankie says go under, and you guys are going to be on the under. Yeah, I get it. Gray has gone under, though, in just one of his last 6 home starts. Bibby's been going under. He's gone under in 8 of his last 11. Bibby did give up 3 runs in 5 innings pitched against Minnesota back on June 1st. Sonny Gray is 0-1 with a 4.63 ERA against the Guardians this season. Nathan leans first 5 under. Brent Cook here says Guardians plus a 1.5. Solos on the over. Guardians laying a 1.5. You guys are going to get a good price. Laying this Guardians run line today, right? I mean, plus money, I would imagine. Guardians run. Okay. But I see what you're saying. Brent says +1 and -150, but Nathan is reaffirming that he does like the reverse run line here, it looks like. Kay said that line moving higher. Yeah, that probably end up on the free play here with the over. No. What I'm trying to do, I got my 2 plays, and then I'm trying to have you guys play the role of Mindy, and then if I agree with you, but I'm being pretty contrarian on these sides, I'm afraid. So we end up on my usual total. Joey, hello. Guardians winning again today. K, Guardians run line. Law Dog Cleveland +2 and under 9. Buy it. I don't mind it. But, hey, baseball's funner I don't mind buying runs in baseball. I mean, they only get 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. And I'll take the over 8 runs. Over 8. Widely reported steam did come in on the under, but I'm going to take over at the bad price of 8. I call it bad because I think there were, like I said, who said it already? Was it K said 8? Was that DK? So go ahead. I'll grade myself at 8. Let me see what I've got here. The Slovenia ends up winning by just 15. Puerto Rico continues to lead China. They're only up by 9. New Zealand by 11 at halftime. Iran and Spain are underway. 8-4. Iran early. All right, I'm going to just change it to 8. I'm going to change it to the most widely reported 8, I think, here in this game, to be fair. It's definitely juiced to the under wherever you look. There is one offshore book still at 7.5 over 25, but we'll grade it at 8 under, and we'll even make the biggest. We'll grade it 8. We'll just put 8. We'll just put 8 flat. It might be going higher. All right, and we'll go over. Here we go, Philly, Padres. Padres and Hill. Another walk-off loss in the extra innings. Padres 0-11 in extra innings. Too bad you can't bet on that. I guess you could. When the game is tied, with the live betting and you're going extra innings. I guess there's one place you can utilize that. 0-11 now in extra innings after last night's walk-off loss to the Cardinals. Wainwright. Hey, maybe Waino could get released here, and we know he's on his tour, but that was a great job by Waino, of course, to shut down the Padres like he always has. Seems like in his career, found the fountain of youth for one day, and it wasn't awesome, but it doesn't matter. I know yesterday wasn't Waino, but just wanted to go back to that because we had the day off. I mean, yesterday was Thompson and Lugo, but All right, Padres and Cardinals. Hill has a 9.53 ERA in his last 3 starts. The Padres have lost 16 of their last 24 games. Miles Mikolas, 0-5 in his last 6 starts, a 6.25 ERA. Cardinals, 3-13 in his last 16 starts. Cardinals have lost 10 of 13. These guys can't get out of each other's way. I think the game's a pick 'em here. In fact, I'm showing St. Louis moving to the favorite. I'm going to update this and go with it. Showing St. Louis now probably $1.15. Have moved to a favorite here. And the total continuing to move lower here, it looks like to me. I'm showing this one at 9.5 under 25 at some places. Have we gotten any lower? Are we getting to a 9 here? I don't know why the money would be coming in on the under after what we saw yesterday, and given the numbers of these starting pitchers. Mikolas has gone over in 8 of his last 12 starts. Padres have gone over in 5 of their last 6. Let's see what the chat is going to go with in this one. Not my Padres, I hope. This has been a joke. You guys are tired of me. I'm tired of making. I've tried to make a whole shtick of it, and I'm tired of it, quite frankly. Joey's on the Cards. Jeremy Bryan says, "I'll take Mikolas. I'll take the take the Cardinals rather than Mikolas here, right? Necessarily. Padres have the better pen, but Joey on the Cards here in this one. And Frankie here on the over. Kay says Cardinals and under. Okay, giving a 9 there. I like that. I like the way this line's moving lower, actually. Leroy going under. However, Michael Roberts on the Cards. Dre's going to be on the over in this one. I want to give out a side somewhere, you guys. I'm going to give out I don't want to tip my premium hand. I'm going to take the Cardinals, of course. Come on. Solo's going to take Iran here against Spain. Uh-oh. I would think so, though. They're off to a pretty good start. They were getting 33 points, and our play was on the under. So let's see. What do we have? Got me. I didn't put that one on yet. It's going under big time so far, but long way to go. 17-14 with under a minute to play in the first quarter. Thank you, Solo. All right. I'm on the Cards, you guys. Come on. I'm going against my Padres in this one. And Kay, probably thanks for keeping me updated. That total moving lower is going to have me interested. Ooh, look at this one. Brewers and Cubs. Is it about the weather or is it about the pitchers in this one? Because you certainly have 2 pretty, I call them pretty darn decent. I like Hendricks. Yeah, he's getting up there, but he still goes out there and gives you a good outing. You have Woodruff here, favorite $1.15, maybe even $1.20 now in the total, 7.5 under 20. It's even moving even lower right now. It looks like here. I don't know. Maybe I could track the one thing I can't do as well as kind of track those late steam plays when we're on the show. When I come in with that breaking info, trying to manage the show. That's when Mindy's talking. I'm able to wander around a little bit. All right, let me get you a preview here with the Brewers and the Cubs. Obviously, a huge game. We saw a terrific game yesterday in that one. Burns and Steele, they were dealing in that one, weren't they? And ended up with another low score yesterday. So maybe can help me out with the weather a little bit, or I'm going to cover it here. I think it is important, but I think I already know where I'm headed in this game. Be interested to see what you guys have. Woodruff, 3.57 ERA in his last 3 starts. Went 2-0 in those 3 starts. Hendricks, a 3.13 ERA in his last 4 starts. He's failed to get much run support. Cubs are just 1-5 in his last 6 starts, despite all those starts going under. But here against Woodman, this is a great match. Woodruff has done a great job since returning. Brewers are 5-1 in his starts so far. Been a big blessing to get Woodruff here late in the season to, add. That's like going out and getting somebody, right? Omar says take the Brewers here. Doubles worried here. It's been a very, very entertaining summer for Cubs fans. It's not over. Joey's on the Brewers. Brewers and under here. Might have to round up the side here, I feel like, on this one. Well, that doesn't tell me exactly what I need to know, but it sounds like just a calm, peaceful day. But to me, it just feels like the pitching is solid enough, and the wind is not blowing out. I don't know if it's blowing in, but it's not, not blowing out, right? So, when you got a total like this, like I said, the pitchers are solid. So, wind blowing in, of course, it is blowing in, and 14 miles an hour, pretty stiff. Nice mild day there, as Doubles said. AccuWeather says a little bit cooler than that, but and a few clouds, but Doubles is there, so I'm gonna take the cut. I'm going against you guys. I probably should counter here, but I'm gotta save some of my top plays, you guys. I'm not. You could just read my mind, but pick up my premium picks if you can. They've been pretty solid. Check them out. Check out the Handicapper leaderboards. They're all documented. I have to enter these plays in. Usually you want to get them in as early as you can so you can get more sales. That's how this business works. But sometimes you want to get winners to those long-term subscribers too. Here's Leroy. Leroy. You know me and Leroy? Oh, boy. That's even stiffer. Here's Dre on the run line. You guys take the under. I'm not doing the show very well from what I just said I should do to have you guys be Mindy. Thanks, you guys. All right, you guys. I'm going to take the Cubs today against the Brewers. Look, Brewers are going to be the handicapper industry. It feels like play. I've seen a handful so far over on the forums a little bit. Brewers by the paid cappers. So I'm going to take the Cubs here on the show at home in what I think will be a good pitching match. Look, the matchups may favor the Brewers. Some of those bats. I mean, the middle of the Brewers lineup are in a good spot, and I think the Cubs, it's not the best spot, but I like this price at home. Important game, day game in Wrigley. Omar's done. I think he wants the Brewers. It's one game. It's baseball. Omar's 10,000 games. Taking the Cubs at home. Nationals and Blue Jays here. Patrick Corbin. He's been one of our moneymakers this year, going up against Chris Bassett. And this one, look at this price, $230, 8.5, over 20. Against our against our Nationals. Come on. They're the ones that make us all this money. Look what they did yesterday. They did it again. Can we get on them again today? They've been so good to us. And against a Blue Jay. Look, Blue Jays had their chance there late in the end, right? They got the runners on. They're in a good spot today too, but let's get to some of the notes on this one between the Nationals and the Blue Jays on another. And we're still in the afternoon games here with this card. All right. Corbin definitely been, on the improve if he could be. He's won 3-0 in his last 5 starts, a 3.72 ERA. Nationals 4-1 in his last 5 starts. Nationals have won 19 of their last 29 games. Bassett is a 5.6 ERA in his last 6 starts. And, we know the Blue Jays bullpen is nearly 2 runs, at least 1.5 runs better, probably 2 runs better at home than the Nationals bullpen. That's where things that's what, you kind of were worried about yesterday when the Blue Jays had that little surge at the end of the game as the Nationals bullpen would blow it. But they were able to come through. Blue Jays have lost 5 of their last 7. And, there's not much. You'd think the Brewers would be better at home, but they're just 4 games over 500 on the road. And the Nationals, that's where we make our money with the Nationals to a certain extent. They're 33-35 on the road. How many times do you think they've been a road favorite? Let's go to the chat here in this one. And Nathan going to be on Woodruff here. Brent says Brewer. Whoops. Bad. Went too far, you guys. Sorry about that. I know you guys got those in. I'm glad you got them in the chat. Here's Omar on the Nationals run line. Dre, Nationals first 5 on the run line. Corbin has a first 5 record of 9-14-3. Bassett is 11-13-3. So that doesn't equate to such a monster favorite even on the first 5, right? I mean, Nationals still. Here's run line for Michael. Solis is, and here's the funny thing. I mean, I'm giving all this in Nationals information. I feel like the price is actually fair. I don't want to be that guy, but Kong asked if I'm playing poker. I'm going to try. I got a high school football show I do on Wednesday nights, and I was trying to play. It didn't really work out last week. It just had to shove the good hands. That kind of sucked. Joey says definitely going to take Bassett. Let's go Blue Jays. Blue Jays over here. Brent Cook on the Nationals. Beanie Man says just going to lay that big price on the money line. Leroy on the Nats. Getting that insurance, you can even get them, I don't know, 2.5 or so. Could you do it here? All right. Let me take it and analyze the total here just a little bit. Washington has gone over in 8 of their last 12. We know Toronto under. Remember, Toronto was on that massive under stretch of games, but now they've gone over in 4 straight. I don't know if that's changed anything for anybody. The total at 8.5 here. I know you guys love Wash. I might end up on a run line here, but I'm not going to give it out. That would look crazy, especially after I talked up the Nationals so big. I'm going to be on the under here at 8.5. Is it on the move over? I wouldn't mind that. I'm back on this Blue Jays under wagon in this one. Leroy, though, going over. Yeah, it is, Con. This is the last week of the little 3 tournaments. So, I'll start it, and then, I cashed the first week, so I'm playing with house money. I can just throw in 25 in there. It is kind of a shove fest anyways after about 2 hours, not even 90 minutes, so unless you get a monster stack, of course. Okay, in that one, I'll take the under. Thanks, you guys. Here's the Reds and the Giants with Hunter Green going up against Logan Webb. The Giants here in this one now are, about $1.60. The total has definitely moved lower. These were typed in about 2 hours ago where I put 7.5 over 20, but now I'm showing 7.5 under 15. So I think we're seeing a move lower here with the Reds and the Giants today. Let's take a look here at this one. We're still in afternoon action out west, 3:45 Eastern, 2:45 Central, 12:45 Pacific. Hunter Green, 6.64 ERA in his last 4 starts. He's, certainly kind of return to action, not necessarily what the Reds have needed, but he is giving them innings at this point. Still has a 5 ERA this season. The Reds are just 1-5 now in their last 6 games. Giants have won 3 straight following the win yesterday. Mindy and I had them as a consensus play. Despite being considerable favorites, we were on them. I just want to also mention, I don't see Ron Crawford in here, but he did pass along to me that this is his spreadsheet play of the day. And also, look, this has been a little bit of a runaway favorite for the Giants, and the Giants are going to be very popular with handicappers across the industry today, both mostly on the money line, despite the high price. Webb has a 4.15 ERA in his last 4 starts. Let's go to the chat. I'm not seeing too much from you guys on this game. Reds under here from Frankie. Joey said, hey, the Giants, right? Get them back home. Get them a little bit comfortable. I think the price is getting too high for my liking. Brent on the Giants. Michael on the Giants. Thomas on the Giants. It's tough because the Reds, when they get on the road, it starts to go haywire a little bit lately. They were great on the road early on. Solo on the Reds here. Nathan on the Giants, however. Somebody had to take the Reds. You know it's our contrarian man Solo. Our contrarian viewer Solo. All right. Probably going to end up here on the move. Oh, man, I kind of want to get on these Reds here in this one, you guys, despite everything you guys are saying. What is the $1.50 on that run line here? All right, I'm going to take the total over. Steamrolled in on the under. Look, I'm going to respect all my handicapping buddies on the Reds. Maybe I'll just put money on the Reds because I don't want to give them out at this price. Burley says Reds run line. Kong says first 5 under here in this one with the Reds and the Giants. Beatty Man, Reds money line. I'm taking the over. I know everybody's going to like the under in this one, I guess. Dre says, give me the Giants on the money line. All right. Here we go. Next up, Astros taking on the Red Sox. Framber Valdez, road favorite here for Framber, $1.35. The total, 10 under 15 right now. So definitely seeing a move lower here in this one. Move to the under here. And, what happened yesterday? Red Sox couldn't get it done again. So the Astros have found to be a bit comfortable here on the road against the Red Sox. Look, this was an important series for the Red Sox, and it hasn't quite worked out. Valdez has a 5.4 ERA in his last 4 starts. We know, for whatever reason, that great game didn't help him very much. Houston is just 2-5 in Valdez's last 7 road starts. The Astro bats have been mashing these last couple of nights for sure. And all the runs are coming after the 5th inning. Doesn't it seem like they're just mashing bullpens? And the Red Sox have a 4.27 bullpen ERA. Cutter Crawford has been quite good of late, a 2.87 ERA in his last 3 starts. But the Red Sox are just 2-6 in his last 8 in his 8 home starts. Red Sox have lost 4 of their last 5. Sox have gone over in 12 of their last 13 games. The Astros have gone over in 15 of their last 22 games. Crawford's gone over in 4 of his last 5. See what you guys want to do in this one. But, man, I was kind of leaning Red Sox last couple of games. I didn't give it out yesterday at all. I just bet it. That was a loss. All those guys that are, oh, I bet this game. I bet the Red Sox are lost. And I don't know if I can do it again. I'm TK. Hello, TK. You're on the Astros. Ron's on the Astros. Verley. Astros and over. Red Sox have to take one, says Joey. Am I going to be zigging when I should be zagging? And Nathan likes Crawford's chances today here against these hot Astros, but still got to get through that bullpen. But he says first 5 there. Thomas says Red Sox money line. Brent Cook on the Red Sox. Solo going over. K's on the Astros. And I'm going to back the Astros. I'll take the Astros here on the show. Look, I already know that the Red Sox are going to be pretty popular home underdog here with handicappers, with internet handicappers here, with paid handicappers. But I'm going to take the Astros here on the show. Beanie Man's going over. TK going over. Michael Roberts going over. Jamal's on the Red Sox, and so is Frankie. Red Sox and over. And I think I'm probably with you guys. Reported steam came in on the under, but that might only be giving us some value here, especially at 10 juice to the under now. And I might be reserving that play a little bit. Here's Michael Thompson. Good morning. Hello. And he's on the over. The A's and the Mariners here. One more, another day game here, 4:10 Eastern, 3:10 Central, 1:10 Pacific. So, all right, we can talk about the Mariners. Now you guys get all your frustrations out in the chat if you want. The Mariners, right? And here's the thing. If they were going to lose again, yeah, they even had a chance to win at the end. But whenever you see a team kind of scrambling, right, a pitcher like Kirby, everyone's expecting Kirby, and then they make a late minute scratch. And the line, it adjusted like 60 cents, right? Because they ended up being, open, 270, went up to like $3, and the pitching change happens. Certainly a downgrade yesterday. I think, I can't remember who it was, but the way they had to approach the game, they still got a pretty nice pitching effort. The A's, 3-1, 3-2 by the time it was over, but it did just throw a wrench in it, right? So you're already up against it, and then throw on top of it that the Mariners had a bunch of players out of the batting lineup as well. So the price really even probably wasn't even reflective, and maybe that by the time the game got rolling, the Mariners were overvalued. Nothing I can do or say or tell you right now to, that I'm sorry that it happened that way and everyone got busted up in their parlays. Hopefully you designated Kirby on a lot of those, or you're just saying that, you still wanted to roll with the Mariners even after the change because they had been doing so well. And I don't blame you. I mean, this has been an incredible run. So, all right. Did we have anybody first before we get to the plays and the notes? But does anybody want it? Did everybody already get it out of their system in the beginning of the show? Talking about, the Mariners, that didn't work out for gamblers yesterday, sure. And Oakland with a nice job. So Neal, in his first start, allowed 4 runs in 5 innings, but the A's did win that game. The A's have actually won 5 of their last 9 games now. Miller, a 2.57 ERA in his last 4 starts. The Mariners are 6-2 in his last 8 starts. The Mariners have still won 29 of their last 37 games as a strong run continues. Yeah, they're 275 or whatever. I don't know. That might not be a terrible price here. I'm sure the Mariners, hey, look, I mean, just because they had to tank for 1 game doesn't mean they're, they're crushing right now, and they maybe can coast into the postseason. But I think you still want to keep this, roll continuing here. It feels like to me. So let's see, man, that total really getting up there at 8.5. Didn't they watch yesterday's game? Okay, maybe the pitching. I don't know. Mariners are kind of mopping it together yesterday, and now they've got a Bryce Miller here. Let's take a look at the chat. In the game between the Athletics and the Mariners, I'm showing TK likes the Mariners on that money line. TK, look, everyone's, and I not joking with the chat. I don't mind if you say, hey, no pitcher, maybe no pitcher is worth 300. I don't know, but there's a price for everything, right? And market demands and whatnot. What I said, I was in a chat and got a little bit of discussion about people using big prices or even big dogs or whatever. Look, I can't even put in big dogs on Tony. They won't let you put like a plus $2 dog in here in the system, really, at this point. So, but a professional gambler needs all of the tools in the arsenal. Believe me. Why not? Why wouldn't you, right? So, I'm not talking about some whale dropping, something that a crazy offshore book will take, like 20 grand on a tennis money line with 3 games from the finish. All right, here's team total over for the Mariners. Thomas Lewis says Mariners run line. Here's Michael on the Mariners run line. I'm leaning the Mariners run line. I gotta be honest here. After a loss, I'm preferring probably the Mariners run line, especially if it's under $3. TK says go over here. Can't do it. TK, price looks too taxed to me. I mean, I'm already in Seattle. I've got to feel like, under is more likely. A's have gone under in 4 straight. Yeah, the Mariners are mashing. They've gone over in 11 of their last 18 games. But 8.5, a day game in Seattle. It's close. No, I can't do it. Okay, he's on the Mariners run line. Burley here. I will tell you this. They're going to be playing the Mariners run line on these handicapper sites today. And look at you guys. Jeremy, team total over for the Mariners. Looks pretty close to me. I just feel like since I'm going to be probably on the under here, but I'm going to take Seattle on a run line, you guys. I'm going to take a run line with Seattle. Even Mindy'd probably do it. I don't know. Don't watch. She might be watching. Don't watch. I don't want to. Yeah, don't feel bad. I mean, if you pin a game, if you go ahead and make a line on every game, because look, nothing you could do. How are you going to eliminate half the games? I mean, especially in a championship season. But if you forecast your line at 250 and minus at 250, and something comes out $2, well, you should be laying a run and a half as well. But you can feel comfortable laying the $2. It's just the way I feel about playing the markets. Now, again, you can lay the run and a half, and I believe in the end, as long as you calculate it and it's not jacked up on the run line higher than the percentage it should be, it's the same play. Laying the run line as a money line. Yes, you could lose on a 1-run game, but if the price is the same, it still works. Works out in the long run, even in a loss. Am I making any sense? Probably not. Jamal Jones says under. 5-2. It feels like the score to me. Emmanuel Mbatu, hello. And here is Michael Thompson on the Seattle run line. And Nino Banks here as well. Hello, Nino. Maybe we've met. I don't think it's 9-0 with the double I's there, but all right, I will take the Mariners on the run line here, and I think that total's too high, but all right. Here in this one, yeah, the only other thing with value, right, is you like to cash your bets. And that's why parlays, look, Parlays can be fine too. You want every tool in your arsenal. And I don't, you know. All right, here's the Yankees with a Garrett Cole on the road against the Tigers and Joey Wentz. The Yankees are a road favorite here, minus $1. Well, let me see if I can get a current price. This one was kind of late to the market, right? Let me see what the current prices are on. I'm going to have to go back to the odds screen here, which lets me check on those scores. Hey, Puerto Rico won by 18 points. We got that winner there. We had a video where we gave that out. Puerto Rico minus 12 covers against China. New Zealand continuing to do it here against Greece. Of course, we are on the over there. That's not looking too swift. Spain leading Iran. We did give out the under here, 30-26 with under 5 minutes to go in the first half. And I'll get to the baseball now. That's just what was, the odds screen. Okay. So in this, I just want to check to see, because if I can, I figure they'll probably bet on Cole. Oh, God, yeah, this line is way off. Okay. You guys are probably talking about in the chat, and I just can't see it. Man, look at Bovada, 245, 225 DK. Let's update it. It's definitely 225, 7.5 over 20, I would say, is the line. You guys are probably yelling at me, Ramon, this line, you don't have it right at all. But that was just my the early. I think that was before I knew before we knew Wentz. I don't look. Wentz is bad, but what I say, 7.5 over 20. Okay. Usually, Mindy can talk and I can update the lines. Here we go. There we go. Yankees at 225. I'm producing. I'm talking. I'm directing. I'm chatting. Thanks for bearing with me, you guys. We're going to do this for like over a week. So, all right. Yankees here with Cole. Now 225 on the road against Wentz. What I was going to say was, I don't mind Wentz. Yeah. Do I mind him as a rookie pitcher on a pretty bad team? Yeah, of course. I don't want to necessarily, but look, he's been pitching all season long now, pretty much. He's been, not great. We know that. Get to the game here. All right. Calling it a bullpen game. I think Wentz can give you something here. Cole, 5.09 ERA in his last 3 starts. What's the motivation now for a guy like Garrett Cole? He can just go out there and have a nice night. This price, come on. I'm not getting anywhere close to what this situation is telling me. I'm gonna find a way to the Tigers here for sure. I'm going to go to the chat right away, see if you guys were yelling at me about the line. And or if you were just putting in your plays. Dre's on the New York money line. No way can I go on the New York money line. Ron Hahn's on the money line. TK's on the Yankees run line. Am I going to be against you guys here? Steve's on the Yankees. Let's see. Angel, if you go back to the beginning of the show, they're on the Tony's Picks website, but if you go back to the show, I kind of showed where one of them are as well. One's on the home page and one is on the Premium Picks page. So sorry about that. Hope you can grab those. Sometimes I tweet them. Like I put plays in different places. I mean, I'm a high volume handicapper, and I believe that is a way to always attack sports betting. There's too much luck involved to put it all on one play, you guys. That's the way I feel. That's why I deal in high volume and trying to get the best edges possible. Yankees money line here for Jamal. Here's TK. He's on the under. Yeah, it feels like the Sharps are going to be on the under too. And but no way, not at 7.5. They can't do it. I can't do it. So I didn't mean to talk down to you there, TK, but I'm opposite for sure. Here's Ron over 7.5 Ks. Look, yesterday's game at an under. I know with even with those pitchers, right? Yankees getting it done. Hey, Rays got the Tigers on the run line. Burley says, give me the Yanks on the run line. Steph is on the Tigers. Michael says Yankees run line and under. And I don't know. I don't want to. The Yankees are tired. How's that? Yankees are tired like I'm tired. Joey's on the Yanks. Ron loves Cole to deal. Maybe he will. I don't know. Is he gonna? He's not retiring. Is he gonna go out there and play it all on the line today? He might just be able to overwhelm the Tigers. We get it. Solo says, lay it on the Yankees. And I guess Solo's saying can't wait for tomorrow, meaning because of the college football games, I would think. Jeremy Bryant says, Judge for a homer. That certainly would help that total. Tigers team total over, however, so that sounds like a lot of runs, and that's the way I've got to think too. I mean, I'm going to take the Tigers here. In this one, I'll take them on the run line at plus 110, 105. I don't care if it's even money. I'll be sprinkling that money line in this one. The Yankees, I think they see it. It's not going to happen. And so I just don't think you can get the 225 effort out of a team. They might go on to win it today. Look, I know Tony had the Yankees as a premium yesterday. Mindy liked them yesterday as well. I'll take the Tigers in this one. Thank you, you guys. Here we go. Rays on the road. Zach Eflin going up against the Marlins and Jesus Luzardo. Oh, nice pitching matchup here. I don't want to call it a rivalry. Hey, you have to admire these two franchises, don't you? The Rays here on the road now up to $1.20. Could we be seeing $1.25? The move definitely looks to be kind of on the Rays here. Really? Those Rays that have been, I don't know, mediocre here, they've recovered. They've recovered nicely from that bad stretch. They are on the road here, 7.5 under 20. I think we can leave the line like that, but I think definitely $1.20 or so. And let's see. Jeremy likes to fish. Ron likes the Rays. I mean, what are the Rays? Are they a fish? They're a fish. Marlin's a fish. But what is a stingray? That's a fish, right? Or I don't know. The Judge Rays on the money line here. And hey, prayers up. Prayers up to all of our friends. I know we might have missed all of our I know they're getting a little bit of weather down there in the south part, but right in there, Tallahassee. I saw it going right to the right there. That hurricane hit land about 2 hours ago as a Category 3. They're getting whipped up pretty hard. So I hope everybody's doing good down there. Not gonna looks like affect the football schedule too much. Could get some rain up there in the lower Carolinas. A little bit, it looks like, or maybe just to the north of where it's headed now, but it's supposed to take a turn, head back out to the ocean, and kind of dissipate, I guess. But I hope everybody does okay there. K's on them. Jamal says, give me the Rays. And the over. Lazzy Love is here. Christian Forbes is here today on the under in this one. I don't know. You take a look at the line move here because I was feeling the over. TK says Rays 1.5. Michael says Rays have a pretty good series with these guys. Burley says Rays money line. TK's on that over. Ooh, yeah. Luzardo, wait a minute. Luzardo, gummy, and plus money gummies. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, Michael. Oh, great. Yeah. It looks like it kind of missed their south part where the games are. No problem. Glad everybody's safe down there. He got a move on a game we've already talked about, a game that I gave out on the air here. So I just want to reiterate it, but a steam move's coming in certainly right now. I see heavy market move to the under in the White Sox and the Orioles right now. This thing's definitely headed. I think we were already talking about it, juice to the under, and we could be seeing this one go to 8.5. And I liked the under, and I'll have to put it in the system as an 8.5 for the subscribers. So just note if you're watching and you're this one's headed under right now, and we already gave it out on the video. That's White Sox Orioles under. Okay. Michael Roberts says, give me the Rays on the money line in this one. I pass along my notes. Where Zach Eflin, like I said, 3.5 ERA this season, 3.21 ERA in his last 5 starts. So Tampa back to winning. They've won 9 of their last 11. Miami's back to losing. They've lost 10 of their last 12 games. But man, Luzardo, 8.35 ERA in his last 4 starts. Miami's been solid with Luzardo. 11-3 at home with Luzardo. There's a lot of contrast here. Those stand out, those recent trends of teams winning, certainly. Well, let's see. Ron, does he have a... Oh, he's passing along a parlay there in the chat. All right. You guys, it looks like you guys really prefer the Rays here in this one. I'm going to end up on Miami here, I think, on the money line. In this way, yeah, plus money, plus $1.10 or so. I think I'm going against the chat here. I feel bad. I'm going to take Miami, despite this, streak going on. Just have to be on them here. Greece has went and passed up New Zealand. They might even get the money. Oh, New Zealand, 62-60 with 7 to go. This is going to be a good one. I want to get off the air for some tennis. Here we go. We got to go. Just baseball here. Joshua likes the over, and I'm with you, Joshua, but I might be on a premium there. I want you to watch the entire show. You might be able to get all my premiums. What am I going to do? I'm not going to make any money if I give them all here, but don't worry. Football plays are starting to be loaded up. I've already got college football plays in the system, and we haven't even previewed a game on the show. Tony's getting his previews together. They're starting to pop up there, certainly. But I like plays right now in college football big time, and they're being loaded up. And I've also put up my college football package for the season. You can get all my college football plays under my Handicapper profile for a very reasonable price for the entire season, from tomorrow's games until they drop the confetti in Houston. All my college football plays, not 2 or 3 a week. We're going to be on 10 plays at least on Saturday. Come on. In college football, we are loading up. All right. Get that commercial out of the way. Rangers and Mets. Stunning Dane Dunning, $1.50 here. 9 over 20. This is definitely a bit of a move. I don't know if it's sharp necessarily here, but Rangers and over here. Oh, darn it. Did I just... Oh, gosh. Thought I deleted the panel, you guys. Here we go. Thank you for bearing with me. Here comes the Rangers and Dunning on the road. $1.50 against Denny Reyes here in this one. That price has probably gone up a little bit with the Mets. Well, let's just call them shaky pitching plans here, I think, right? Without Senga in this one. Now they've got Denny Reyes going here. So that's probably going to shift a lot of people, I would imagine. I'm sure they were maybe on the Rangers, but I don't know if they would be on the Rangers necessarily with Senga in there. But Dunning, a 4.5 ERA in his last 4 starts. But, interestingly, they've lost 7 of his 11 road starts with Dunning in there. Texas has lost 9 of 12. The Mets are terrible too. They've lost 6 of their last 7. They've gone under in 10 of their last 12 games. Let's see what the chat says in this one. Rangers just a 500 team on the road. We've talked about it. And okay. Here we go with Rangers and Mets. Thank you. TK leads us off. So the Rangers -1.5. Michael Roberts is on the under. TK also says, give me the over in this one. Joshua likes the over. And Carlos Casillas is here today. Carlos, we covered the Guardians and the Twins already, so I'd say just back it up about 25 minutes or so, maybe even a little further. Make sure you get it. We preview every game here on the show right now with me today. Going to be trimming it down here in September for sure, especially when Mindy returns. Here, Greece by 7. Rangers team total over. Jamal's on the under here. Here's Dre, Texas money line. Charles Sharp, hello. Nice to see you. Michael says, give me the Mets on the run line. And that's probably where I'm headed. Oh, man. Who wants any part of these Mets? Mindy and I tried to get on them yesterday on these Mets, and that was no good. Texas did a nice job. Charles says, give me the Rangers on the money line. Mets have been so bad. Reyes has a 7.5 ERA. It's strictly a bullpen game, I'm sure, here for the Mets. But, man, Rangers, so they just can't seem to find a rhythm on the road. Solo says, fade Buck Showalter. Buck, credit to him. He's kind of, knows where the team is, and he's not, we all know where they are, but, he knows that this team is basing its, look into the future. Look into the future now. So give me the Mets in this one, plus a run and a half on that run line, minus $1.30. I'm going to try the Mets again here. Theo Green, hello. Nice, good to see you. Verley's on the Rangers on the run line. All right. Next up is the Pirates. And you got Jackson here going against Zerpa. You're talking about the games that wouldn't be making the cut here. This was supposed to be Mitch Keller and Brady Singer. But now we've got this matchup. And maybe it's openers. Hard to say. Look, want to hand every game is a money-making opportunity. And yesterday I did have the over as a premium winner because the bullpens got blown up. It was definitely looking like it was heading to the under yesterday. And somehow got there in the end when the Royals picked up runs in the bottom of the ninth. They ended up going 6-3 to get over 8.5. Apologies to anybody who had the 9. All right, Pirates here in this one. Royals have lost 18 of their last 23 games. They're 23-42 at home. While the Pirates, they've gone over in 27 of their last 41 games. We've talked about their penchant for going over quite a bit this season, but I'm not sure. And I was thinking at 9, even with these. What I saw yesterday, nobody's commenting on this game at all. Help! Royals, I suppose. Move on to the next game. We've only got a few minutes left. Kansas City Royals money line. Look, I felt bad because I thought the Pirates were the side. Mindy sent me the Pirates, and I just couldn't do it. I should have, because the Royals they ended up as a pretty big favorite. I think they were like $1.30 or $1.40. And that just made no sense. Michael on the Royals. I need a drink here, you guys. Hold on. All right, get a little warm in Vegas. Charles says Kansas City and the under, and TK says go over in this one. Thanks to you guys sticking through with this game. We'll get a little bit better matchups here in just a moment. But, oh, man, you guys, I got to pull the trigger on this one. I'm going to take the Bucks, of course. After yesterday, I'm going to take the Bucks again. Give me the Bucks on the road against the Royals. I know you guys are mostly Royals in there. I need a real drink. I never drink anymore, and I probably should. And when I do, it's always those, some foo-foo margarita. You know what I like, you guys. Send me Patron. Okay. All right, the Braves are going to be on the road. We're going to try Vines here today. There are red Vines. There are Vines. Remember that app, Vines? But this is Atlanta pitcher Darius Vines. And he's a 2019 7th-round pick from Southern California. And he was actually drafted by the Astros, I think. Or no. He was drafted by the Braves. The Astros had drafted him a year earlier, but he went to Bakersfield. So he officially gets the start here. And I think we have a little bit of information. Maybe that might have been a little bit too late when I was getting the show together. So hopefully we can get some plays, some comments from you guys about Vines, I guess, and his first start. So he's not a bad prospect, I would think. Some of his numbers so far this season, he's been at, let's see, a couple of stops so far. He's actually been a rapid riser here. Couple starts in the early rookie league. Then he moved up to high A. Then all of a sudden he was up to Gwinnett here, and he made 5 starts there. So just 43 innings so far this season with a 2.7 ERA and a 1.1 WHIP. And, he's made those stops before. He's been in Gwinnett before. He made 5 starts with Gwinnett last season and had a 3.21 ERA. So those are all decent numbers. Let's get into some of the discussion here with the chat. I mean, they're still the Braves. Must be nice to be able to just come in with, going up against Freeland here for the Rockies. So Freeland, 5.73 ERA in his last 4 starts. I mean, hard to want to, get on the rookie here with minus 230. And Solo, looks like TK here on the Braves. Sports Girl, hi. Nice to see you. Mindy's out. I don't know if you've been by. Mindy's on the injured list, under the weather we're going to miss her for about a week. Jamal, Rockies run line. Lay it with the Braves. TK says, how about the over in this one? How about the over in this one? I don't know. It's like, what did it say? 13.5 now? It hasn't. Remember when we were starting to get back into those plays? Thanks, Sports Girl. Didn't even do my hair. Okay. Thomas Lewis lay with Braves. It's tough, right, when you're laying with a first-time starter here. Sports Girl going over. It's heating up. I guess, is it heating up? I don't know. We just went through summer. Is it heating up? Over in this game. But remember, I mean, we're back to like the old days of Colorado, right? We weren't having any overs, any totals this high this season. I mean, is this as high? Did we see some 14s? I don't remember if we did. I actually think the price might be okay on the Braves here. I might lay a run line with you guys. Colorado's lost 23 of their last 34. Atlanta has won 16 of their last 21 games. Yeah, Colorado's gone over in 11 of their last 16. So, yeah, talking about yesterday's game a little bit. Mindy, like I said, Mindy had a premium in that game. We tried Colorado yesterday. What was the final? 3-1? Was it 3-1, you guys, yesterday? Final score? Boy, it does feel like the books, like look, 13, when you see the 13.5, that to me does raise the red flag there a little bit. But man, I'm gonna. Steam came in on Colorado, but I'm gonna go with. I'm on the Braves run line here with some of you on the road here. I'll lay the Braves on the run line. Looks like no more comments. Let's move on with the finale. I want to get to my tennis. Tomorrow we'll preview football, college football, 4 games, 4 major league games, and I'll probably start the Saturday coverage of college football early games tomorrow. So we'll probably have 4 baseball, I think it is. Maybe there's 4, maybe there's 5. And we'll do the 4 college games from Thursday. And then we'll do major games for Saturday from the big conferences, probably. All right, Diamondbacks and Dodgers. I think Ryan Pepio, yeah, he gets a start here. It's up to $1.70. Total here, 9.5. 9.5, huh? That's down from that opener. From that, I don't even know if that was an opener. I think that was my preview line before we knew. I think we knew Pepio was going to be there, but didn't get it officially. Pepio here, minus $1.70, and the total 9.5. All right. In this one, look, Dodgers roll yesterday. Kershaw, workmanlike effort. Tough break for Merrill Kelly. Mindy and I had the Dodgers. I had the over as a premium. It's kind of hard to miss right now with the Dodgers and the over, right? Dodgers have won 19 of their last 22. They've gone over in 7 of their last 8. Arizona's gone over in 6 of their last 8 on the road. Arizona, also they were hot, but they got cooled down certainly. And Brandon Pfaadt has not worked out necessarily this season, although he has been more solid of late. 2.5 ERA in his last 3 starts. Still has an ERA close to 6 this season, and he's going up against the Dodgers, who are, you name it, they all hit. They're just looking great. Freddie, Muncy, Mookie, all the Dodgers. So Pepio here, he's not going to run too deep, but I'm probably going to find it myself. Man, this one's close at 170 now. I thought 155 was going to be okay. Still might be leaning Dodgers. Dodgers going to mash you guys. Come on. Maybe the Diamond. I'm going over. What are you guys taking? Going over. Going over. Here we go. Yep. I sure hope so. I think football, Rick, I'm off to a winning start, but would like to. I can't wait. I want to get rolling. Charleston it was 12. Yeah. Dodgers for Sports Girl. Dodgers for Jamal. I think I like it. I don't know. Thomas first 5 under. Dodgers and over. TK likes the over. I like the over. Show's going to end if we stop talking, but that's all right. I got to get to tennis. Going to start in 15 minutes in Flushing. Is New Zealand going to get this money here? Oh, it's 5 with 43 seconds left. And Greece is going to the line. It's going to be close. Because the spread, I gave it out at, I'm not getting my total at all here, 149. So we're going to have a loser. A rare loser. Oh, boy, in FIBA. Just trying to get my New Zealand +9 here now. Verley says Dodgers on the run line. All right. I'm taking the over in this one at 9.5. Double-digit runs are coming. Come on, double-digit runs for the Dodgers. Oh, man, they're great. Hate them. They're so good. I hate them. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Great job, great show. Thank you for helping me get through it. Hey, I don't have any other sports for you today. I don't have any I guess we could round up some other plays, but just to, not having Mindy, just to want to make sure we get the baseball out there. We were going to start to pare down the plays a little bit, but just wasn't able to get the format quite down for what we need to do without her just yet. Since I just got the news yesterday, she's going to be sidelined for the next, hopefully just 9 days now since she told me. But like I said, she could come back. And I see some other steam coming in earlier here. Just some college football. Maybe I can keep you guys updated, a little bit of info. We'll get off the air. But, man, Ohio State in that game against Indiana, they were favored by what? 30 points on Saturday. Man, that thing's going up. That thing's on the move here. Where did I see it? 31 now in a couple spots. Watch out. Come on. You're going to lay Ohio State, all those. I know they own Nevada USC. That one's moving lower today. It was 66.5. I'm starting to see it move lower right now. All right, we can sit here all day. Thank you so much, you guys. Great job, great show. And I will catch you tomorrow with more morning steam. Your thoughts are welcome. Join me in the Discord if you have any comments about the show or what we can do. Well, we don't have Mindy, but we'll just kind of jump around here because we got to get to football, man. We've got it. I'm so fired up. I've got plays in the system right now. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. You'll find our premium picks. Let me get one more commercial in. You guys are welcome to leave. I'm going to plug Tony'sPicks.com right now. Head on over to our website, Tony'sPicks.com. There you'll find our premium picks. These are our best picks every day at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages. Here's something I don't mention a lot. I'm going to mention it more now in football season. If you buy the picks, okay, I know you're paying for a tout, whatever. If we don't hit the picks, especially if it's your first time, whatever, even if it's your 50th time. If we don't cash on those individual packages, single game, 3-game, 5-game, or 7-game, you get credits back to your account. We're bummed that we didn't win right out of the gate on that pack, but we're going to give you credits to your account. You can go back with the same handicapper, another handicapper. We'll get it back for you. Then re-up, whatever. We'll get you on the winning track. But that's our profit guarantee. So you always have a winning experience at Tony'sPicks.com. Check out our multi-game packs here for the action. On Wednesday, Tony T has his 3-pack of baseball games up. That means his baseball preview has probably hit the airwaves, so make sure you check that out here right now. Collins has a 7-pack of baseball games. Collins is on fire right now, you guys, so check out his 7-pack. He is destroying this week in Major League Baseball. Ben has a 3-pack hitting those dogs. So solid trio of guys right there. Also, Hollywood Sam, best bet today. Nick has a best bet in soccer action later tonight. So I would imagine that Nick's hitting it up probably down in South America here today. So check out his soccer best bet. Let's see what he could have here in nighttime. Copa, I'm sure it's might be Copa Libertadores, I'm thinking. Not sure. We'll see. I'm going to go check it out for sure. Tony T got his $15 best bet. Latest games, pick ticker. Day games are up. I got to go. I got to get my premium plays in. Check me out on the website, Tony'sPicks.com. Check out the other videos. Thank you, everybody. Great job. Great show. Appreciate your comments. Thank you to Burley. Shout out to Mindy. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for saying your wishes for Mindy. It must suck right now. We thought this was all over, right? Sports Girl as well. These are all for you, Mindy. I think that might be, I don't want to say it, but everybody's thinking about you. All right. All right, everybody. Catch you tomorrow with more Morning Steve with football. I know it. It'll be big. It'll be awesome. I appreciate we got like 145 today. Really, thank you for that. Wasn't sure how it's going to go without her, but tomorrow, man, I'd imagine that we won't have Mindy. We'll have football. Maybe we'll have a great viewership because this is sports betting season here at Tony'sPicks.com. For Mindy Hunt, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining me.